big up everyone. It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk. Sorry for being a little bit late. Had some issue with StreamYard and just there's ignore the whole background not being as it is. We'll fix that for tomorrow's streams. Regardless, I'm here. This is the first monetized live stream as we finally are eligible to, make some moolah, make some dinero on the channel, which I am so happy for. So, super chats are enabled. And stuff like that, ads and whatnot. Membership will be launching very soon as well, hopefully in the upcoming days. So yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you so much for supporting your girl. However you do support her, the way talk to myself in third person or refer to myself in third person. But what I'm saying is, take out for supporting me. I do really appreciate it. But yeah, get the likes up, do subscribe indeed. If you haven't already, we're gonna be talking about, the Champions League games for tonight. So I'm gonna very shortly be putting up the link, sending the link so that some of you guys who are interested can hop on in and share your thoughts about today's game. So, of course, Real Madrid are through. Is that really a surprise? Not at all. Um, that was a game like I had it on my iPad. It was not showing on the TV, so I had that on my iPad. The most exciting one was to actually see, the whole, in my opinion at least, the Napoli AC Milan game. Sadly, Napoli didn't go through. The fact that I was thinking maybe Napoli could do it though, just maybe, maybe they could, but they weren't able to. Remember when I think when was it? It was I think it might have been like in the quarterfinal or something. I'm pretty sure like I heard somebody talked about a person back in 2014 tweeting about, predicting all of the Champions League winners from 2015 all up to 2025. And everything's been right. But this year the person did predict Napoli to win. And I'm like thinking, I really was thinking, oh my God, maybe they can. Napoli was able to get, 1-1 um, in the end there in this game. And if they would have scored the second goal, then they would have been able to get to extra, added time and whatnot, another half. But no, they weren't able to. Very wasteful. We'll of course talk about it to get your thoughts. Um, yeah, like I said, would have been cool to see Napoli do it, but at the same time, for me, a Milan derby could potentially happen in the semifinals. So I wouldn't really be, too much upset about that either. So for me, Inter is in the is going to be played tomorrow against Benfica. We haven't planned to do a watch along for that, but we're going to be doing call and show for those games tomorrow as well. And Inter, I hope can do it because seeing a Milan derby, not gonna lie, would actually be pretty epic. So hey, we will see. We shall see. Is basically what it is. But yeah, let's read some of the comments here. Hafiz user says, "Let's go, Sophia!" Pretty early on as well. Big up to you. Osan says, "Great game this evening." Yeah. For me, like I said, the Napoli AC Milan game was really interesting with the two penalties given, both of the goalkeepers saving those penalties, exceptional saves by the way. So yeah, big up Ravi, Miguel, who is going to be here tomorrow for the Man United. I should say Sevilla versus Man United match preview. Says big up, I won't be able to watch the stream because I'm busy with helping out my mom, but I can't wait to be on for the match preview. Big up to you, Miguel. Yes, Hassan says hello, so big up. What did I tell you about the game? Huh? I told you Milan was going to win. Yeah, you might have said that. Big D, Ronald G says, hey, tell me in the league's YouTube. It basically says hi to my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. Hassan says just popping up to say hello, big up. Oh, and sees me, Hassan. FR Hassan's take review, by the way. Yeah. No, I mean, I assumed it was you, but big up. Also says Victor got a late goal in the end, but too little too late. I agree. Too little too late. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Harry says, Sophia, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully more exciting. Yeah. I'm thinking, what if Bayern? I still believe people. Because seriously, okay, have we really been seeing any like super epic like comebacks yet in these I don't know, in this Champions League season yet? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. Have we? Maybe in the group stages. Round 16 was quite boring. Group stages was interesting. Quarterfinal, which we are in now. I still believe that Bayern could do something. I believe. Big D says, I just learned a bit Danish for you. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I'm Norwegian though, brother, but hey, the Danish and Norwegian pretty much, it's quite similar in terms of when they write, but when they speak, whoo, a little bit different. But hey, doo doo doo. George says, what I told you on my watch along. Oh yeah, okay. Doo doo doo. Stefan, sorry, Stefan. Stefan is a Chelsea fan for those of you who don't know. Yeah, brother, this Chelsea team, Lord have mercy. Lord, the fact that they under Lampard has lost like 4 games in a row, they are shite. Big up though. Big up to Adrian Fabian. Ben says, hey, congrats on getting monetized. Always love your coverage on United and other football games. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. George says, I'm coming on. Awesome. Harry says, I'm not in the happiest mood, but I've been looking forward to this. So let's see how it goes. Hey, big up. Uh, Barnes hopefully out. Hate that club more than anything else. Really? Oh, okay. Ben says, are you Norwegian or American? Brother, Norwegian. Born and raised in Norway. I've just been very interested in the American culture and whatnot, and just watching a lot of American television throughout my years. But fam, born and raised in Norway, still live here. Okay, people. So what we're gonna be doing? By the way, big up, 19 likes already. Like goal is gonna be 50. If you are new here, once again, do subscribe. We're not that far away from 1.5k. So we just 10 more subscribers, and then we can get at 1.5k. Alright. So yeah, okay, let me share the link. Okay, join the call in show. Share your opinions. So here it is. Here's the link. Join in and share your opinions regardless of what team you support. Come on, share your opinions, right? I'm also live on Twitch, by the way, to those of you who are Twitch followers and whatnot. I do have a Twitch account. Stefan says, I'm so gutted right now. You have no idea. We won Champions League, and now what's happening? And that's only 2 years ago. Less than 2 years ago. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Lord have mercy. Where did I? Oh, yeah. Ben says, right, so you won't mind me slagging off the Glazers then. Brother, not at all. Because I agree with you. What? Come on now. Harry says the Real Madrid response video. Oh my god. I just got my first super chat. This I feel like I'm dreaming. TJ Warren says, "Big up, Sophia. Congrats on the monetization. Monetization. Thank you, brother. People do subscribe to TJ Warren TV and Arsenal supporter has a great channel. I believe recently he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Jarvis." I feel like I'm dreaming. I'm sorry, people. I waited years for this to happen. So the fact that we finally got Jarvis, thank you. Says big up Sophia and congrats on the monetization. Jarvis, thank you. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I just need to take a moment because this took several years to finally do so. Whew, thank you. I really appreciate it. Sorry. Some people maybe this might not be big for me. That's been, trying to grind with this whole YouTube thing. It's been a long time. Oh my god. TJ Warren. Whoo, Lord have mercy. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I'm calling it. Oh, great. Come on in. Big up. Yeah, yeah. Whoever wants to come on in, we'll talk about the Champions League games. Um, Here's the link. Come on in. Let's talk about it. All right. Once again, not apologies, but yeah, I know that this is looking different from the usual setup, but people, a little bit different from the stream yard, the usual things and whatnot. But yeah, big up. I really, really appreciate it. Oh my God, Ben, people, it's too much for me. Stop it. Why not have another? Okay. Woo! Is it me or is it getting a little bit warm in here? Woo! Child. Big up. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. I'm like literally looking at. I'm like, okay, colors on colors. Wow. I, me. I will always still, read the regular comments regardless. Super chats will be getting more prioritized, but it's not like I'm gonna be forgetting about the free seeds. The free seeds are still here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever which way you support the channel, I appreciate it. So you know, thank you, thank you. Real talk. Jarvis says best community. Big up, big up, big up. Real talk. Ray says Sophia deserves that ad revenue every time I watch her videos. Ravi, thank you. And we have our first caller, TJ Warren.
What's
Hello.
up, Sophia? What's up?
What's up? Welcome to the channel. How are you, mate?
I'm good, and congratulations again on the monetization. It has to feel good to be like, yeah, I'm gonna prioritize super chats now. I'm a big deal, baby. I'm a big deal. I
Oh, I
love it.
mean, it's thank you by the way, first and foremost. I mean, it's been a long time coming with with this, but finally we did it, and I'm very happy. So really really proud of this community. So yeah,
That's
thank you
incredible.
by the way for
Congratulations
sending. I
again.
appreciate it.
Of
Thank you, thank you,
course.
thank you. People, make sure you do show love to T. By the way, I haven't said this. I love your name. It's just TJ Warren. It's just
Yeah, TJ Warren TV. Very
mm,
just comes out of the mouth, slips out of the
it
tongue
does.
really,
It's
really easily.
just yes. So how are you, first and foremost? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. I've gotten over the tragedy of the weekend where
Mm,
Arsenal are getting ready to do their Arsenal thing and bottle the league. So
yeah.
I'm getting stick all over the place, and I'm my heart isn't broken yet, but it's starting to crack. Starting to crack. But other than that, I'm good. Family's good.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Hey, awesome. No, I see that. Do you? I mean, even though this is Champions League related, but since
Mhm.
we're on the topic with Arsenal, do you believe that you guys can do it, or are you a bit maybe scared about the baby blue sharks coming to bite you
Oh,
guys? I don't know.
they're a machine. They're not baby blue sharks. They are a runaway train, a machine. I don't see them dropping any points the rest of the season. So I'm, unless we beat them, we're done. And it starts this weekend at Southampton, or
Yes.
with Southampton at the Emirates. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We just got to take it game by game now. I'm all Arsenal are a momentum team,
Yeah.
right? So when the momentum is gone and you're kind of having a hold on one sec.
No worries. No worries.
You're kind of having a hangover type type of run of games right now. It's long, but we need to beat Southampton and get up that momentum to have any sort of chance out at the Etihad. So I'm hoping. I'm not. Hope is not lost. But if we don't get a result this weekend, hope will be lost.
No,
So
I completely
we
see it.
yeah we can talk
Yeah.
Champions League though. I caught some of the Inter Milan. I caught
Okay.
some of Real Madrid, Chelsea. I mean,
Ooh, yeah. Thoughts about those games?
anytime I can watch Chelsea crash and burn, it's fun for me.
Hey,
So
it's fun for all of us. And I'm not
yeah.
like even, hating on Chelsea like that. I'm just like, yeah, Chelsea, it's just
Well, they didn't used to be, so
no,
it's
I
it's
know it's now, that's what's
yeah,
funny. How they
yeah.
just fallen completely. Lord have mercy. Top B? Yeah.
It was well.
Mm-mm.
Todd B is and all these people are giving stick to American owners. Man, Todd B has proven all of them right. Uh, it's one of those things where a lot of I know you lot are Glazers out, but they've done a lot of good things for you guys. At the same time, they've also in FSG have done a lot of good things for Liverpool.
Mm,
And obviously the Cronkies, I'm not too upset with the Cronkies right now, but I will
right
be
now.
if they don't
Knock on
take
wood.
certain action.
Yeah.
But yeah, Todd Bowley is the worst. I would say one of the worst American owners I think I've ever seen come into a football team and just
Yeah.
not know anything, the slightest clue about what he's doing. I've been telling everybody
Exactly.
he's just treating Chelsea like the LA Dodgers. I don't know if you follow baseball at all.
Oh, heard about it, but yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, baseball's completely different sport where you can literally just buy players, sign them to these long-term
Yeah.
contracts, and then just put them in position and they'll perform. Right.
Hmm.
That football is not that way, and Todd Bowley is learning that the hard way. So,
He
and
legit
unfortunately,
is.
and fortunately for us, unfortunately for Chelsea fans,
Very unfortunate for
they're
Chelsea fans.
going
Yeah.
they are going to suffer. So,
Yeah. Do you
but
think
yeah,
they'll, I don't know, next could they fix this? Is this something that will take them a long time? Because Chelsea fans have kind of been quite spoiled over the years with with under Abramovich with Kisaki managers, and then getting somebody else
hmm
new that can get them short-term success. But it's worked over the past 2 decades, right? But
right.
now it's like, are they necessarily that club that can really focus too much on a what should I say, project manager and whatnot? Because I don't know if they got it in them to
Yeah,
completely be able to do that.
No, I don't know either. They have to get a manager that can manage the egos of these players. I mean, they have world class players in that team, and they're sitting 11th in the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a sports TV, big up. Yeah, it's one of those things where Chelsea are not a rebuild project. They are a very expensive house that's on fire right now. So they need
Hmm.
somebody that can come in and manage all of those players and all those egos and put them in positions to where they can actually succeed. Frank Lampard wasn't that guy. Grant, I have no idea why anybody thought Graham Potter was that guy. Thomas Tuchel, I believe, was that guy, and they let him
Same.
go way too early.
They
They let him go
did.
way too early. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you want to see somebody come in like a Simeone or an Ancelotti, if you're a Chelsea fan, come in there and manage those big egos. But
Hmm.
we just saw Don Ancelotti put him to the sword. So we'll
It just looked like a training match at they were just Real Madrid.
so
There was no second gear, nothing. They were just
yeah, so I wanted to ask you though, and this has
yeah.
been in all the group chats and stuff that I've been in, who wins Real Madrid or Man City?
Ooh, I don't believe the Man City will do it. So for me, it's Real Madrid. To be honest, I technically believe that Bayern might do something tomorrow. I still have faith.
You think
Yeah,
3-0? You
I'm
think?
telling you.
Oh
I'm
man.
DJ. I'm telling you. I there's what Champions League have taught us is that comebacks and whatnot, like those Champions League nights are special. I believe it's possible.
Okay, yeah. Well, anything is possible. It's just
Yeah.
that Man City team is so strong, and
Oh,
and
they are.
from a selfish point of view, I want them in this championship league. I want them in the Champions League for as long as possible. Keep them in there. Keep them in there. Tire them out. Maybe on a wing and a prayer they'll drop points in the league.
No,
Who
I
knows?
get that. I mean, do you think that? I mean, it's you asked me the question. Let's say it's a semifinal between a Real Madrid and a City. Who will it be? Who will it be?
Say that question one more time. My headphones kept canceling out. Will you say that one more time? Ask the
I'm
question one
sorry.
more
My
time.
dad just came into the
It's
room.
okay. No
Apologies.
worries. No worries.
I was like,
No, what
brother,
was
wait.
no, what
Well,
was your question? My headphones keep cutting out. Go
oh
ahead.
yeah, yeah. No. My question was okay. So let's say it will be like a Man City and a Real Madrid in the semifinal. Who do you think will get to the final between those two?
Man City.
Okay.
Man City. I
So
think Man City.
no. Real Madrid Champions League heritage going on here? Let
I
us
mean,
see.
they do have the heritage, but I just think Man City have way too much, and they are in form right now, and I don't see that form dropping off
Mm,
at all. I mean, Real Madrid uh, have pretty much the same team that they had last season, but City have Erling Haaland. City have that experienced midfield that can feed him. The only chance that Real Madrid have is if they can shut down the Kevin De Bruyne's and the Jack Grealishes. Otherwise, they are going to get cooked. And Jack Grealish has been on form as he has ever been in a Man
what?
City sweater.
That's fair.
So
Yep.
I'm
He showed
I'm
up
I'm really
second season.
excited to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really excited to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, I
This is
think
the
he would.
$100 million guy that they wanted.
Yeah, he's shown up. He's making that money kind of worthwhile at this point, for sure.
Yeah,
Let me bring
100%.
Chelsea fan Nippon in as well. Big up to you. I mean,
Yeah, apart from that shit show in West London, I'm actually doing all right.
I bet. I mean,
Look, if you
did you
don't laugh,
believe?
no,
Did,
I
did, did
didn't. I
okay,
didn't.
okay.
I
I
didn't
love that
believe
you're
we
like,
would
no,
get
I didn't.
anything out of this game.
Okay.
I don't look. A lot of these people are being so toxic, positive that believe in the team. If you don't think we'll win, you're not a real Chelsea fan. I say it as it is, and we are shit. We were not going to get anything from this tie today. This
Yeah.
game, this tie. Look, the only way we could have gotten through Real Madrid is if we had hired Luis Enrique on the same day we fired Graham
Yeah.
Potter. And even if, look, say if we had Luis Enrique and we were 2-0 down at the Bernabeu,
Mhm.
and I honestly believe, I'm putting on my neck on the line by saying this, I
Okay.
honestly believe turns that tie on its head. Because, look, the players are shit, they're unmotivated. I honestly feel Luis Enrique brings some motivation into that squad.
Louis, yeah, I mean, I still, I real talk. What when Frank Lampard, got appointed as the caretaker, I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I woke up from a nap that day. I was like, is it April 1st or no? It's April 5th. It's not April Fool's. So yeah, I still do not get it. What is it? 4 losses in a row now? Yo, this is not good. That is not good. We also got
Look, he
JPT
ain't look,
here.
he ain't getting look,
JP,
Hey,
big up
what's
in
rival
the
up,
building.
fans
guys?
can laugh all they
What's up?
want at the
Yeah,
but look, rival fans can laugh all they want right now, but their thing
we
it's going
can.
to be
Yeah.
short lived because you can, but it's going to be short lived because we'll have a
Is
serious
it
manager
though?
next summer.
Will
Whether
it?
it's
I don't think it is. I don't think it's a short-lived thing. I think you
Tell
guys
him
have got
that.
that. You've got that inherited issue with sacking managers. It's just basically what they done. These owners, all right, they're just throwing one of their legends under the bus. Lampard, yeah. Listen, he failed. He failed at Everton. He failed at Chelsea. He's failing at Chelsea again. Yeah, they're just putting his name in the mud. Yeah. The thing is, right about now, what they needed is perhaps a temporary manager that can stabilize a team, not a legend. Someone to stabilize the team, get the new players integrated, play their good football because they got brilliant players. You guys have got brilliant players. You
Mhm.
just need these players to write off this season now. It's just literally write off the season.
yeah,
Just
Yep.
get these players used to
and
playing
you
the
know what?
Premiership.
You know what? The lineup Frank Lampard put out screamed that he's given up on the season. He's like, I know I'm not the manager in charge, so I'll just do whatever I want till the end of the season.
But this is down to your owners then, because what your owners are doing, they're taking too much responsibility. They got rid of their best manager in Tuchel before it even started because he was trying to back Aubameyang about the thing that he had before he when he left Barcelona. I think he had like an injury because of a foot some kind of
Ooh.
issue privately. Then they bring in Graham Potter. They're picking the team. They're buying players and they're picking the team. That's what I believe is happening. They're picking the team.
I
He
don't
can't do.
believe that one bit.
You don't believe
I
that one
heard
bit.
some type of team talk by Tal B. Is that true? people.
That's true, but I don't think they're picking the team.
Allegedly, that's what I've heard.
It's
But
not even his team. He's just getting players in that he doesn't know. He's not used to it. I mean, Brighton, all right, are established community team, all right, that they're very well run. This guy's getting players after players after players, quality players like that. Yeah, they're buying the players that he doesn't need.
But they're quality
It's because
players.
you know
I'd
he's
rather be a
secretly
yes man and take quality players than be my own person and take shit players.
No, but he could have got. Why didn't they get a
he's a
Calcedo
Brighton
or
fan.
someone like that that he's used to at Brighton? Sorry, JPT. I will land, yeah. But they
fine,
needed.
Brian.
But Enzo Fernandez was a better option and has more in his caliber.
That I believe was a Bowley signing, not a Potter signing.
I know it, and you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm happy that Bowley was making the decisions under Graham Potter because Graham Potter doesn't know how to manage.
So you're
No,
happy
you
about
can't say
about
that.
Mykhailo Mudryk then?
No, because I want to.
So what are you saying? Then what are you saying?
He built a team in Brighton that are doing better than what Liverpool, or Chelsea, and a few other teams are doing. He built a team, so he can't say he can't manage because he's managed them well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing by what I'm saying is that the owners aren't picking the team.
Okay. I want to bring JPT into this as well. What are your thoughts? Did you believe maybe Chelsea had a chance or in this second leg?
No, we lost as soon as we drew on the drawing with
Yeah.
on the quarterfinals. That's when we lost.
Yeah.
What was it about this team that we're like, we're gonna go in confident, and even to the people who were excited, and I can't believe there were actually some people that were excited to see a manager to almost take Everton to his first ever relegation as our caretaker. We're trying to actually escape being in a relegation fight. And Baz is right. I mean, like, it's Bowley is just he's just buying players to buy players. And I'm saying I think Bowley deep down is secretly a Brighton fan because he pretty much bought everything from Brighton, bought the players, bought the manager. But now they're doing better. Look, they're doing better under Zerbi. Since like they look like they can finish fifth, maybe even fourth.
Almost look like they kind of switched spots. It's like, okay, no Euro for
Hey, but
Chelsea, maybe Euro for Brighton.
But
Interesting.
Potter, I mean, at best is mid-table. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We downgraded twice. We went from an elite manager to
Basically.
mid-table at best, Potter, and now to
Uh-huh.
Frank Lampard, a guy who was in relegation with Everton. And people were excited because we got happy for vibes instead of experience. I don't know if this would have been possible, but I would have taken the assistant from England, Holland, and if it was offered, I think he would have been a better caretaker manager. Just right out the season, as Baz said, just do enough to finish strong. We're free falling. And
I get
we're
that.
not gonna see Champions League for a while. I don't even know if we'll see even Europa for a while neither, because we're just it's bad from players to
JPT, we'll be
managers to
fine.
ownership.
We will be fine.
You sure
Based
about
on what?
that?
Based on what?
I'm
Exactly,
putting
based
my
on what?
neck on the line, and I'm saying we're going to be better next season with a proper manager.
Okay,
We
so
should be.
the
We should be.
date
That's
is
fine.
April
But
18th. We
it's
will clip
Bowley.
this
This
and
is
come back
probably
to you.
just a coping mechanism.
Is it? It might be.
JPT, this is probably me being on a coping mechanism.
Potentially.
As far as I see,
Denial's not a good coping mechanism. Denial is not a good coping mechanism. Be honest with yourself.
Brother.
sorry, can I just add? As far as I see, all right, is we played Real Madrid, Liverpool, and we got beaten by them, yeah. But they were there to the taking. Real Madrid are listen. This is their title. You know, they love Champions League. But you know what? They're not the best Real Madrid team of years ago. They've got a gunman who's just constantly scoring goals, and then you've got Vinicius, who's actually, and then don't get me wrong, they've got their little, their masterclass midfielders, but they could be had at. Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, all right, Chelsea at this moment, yeah, they're not doing great. All right, the likelihood of hitting Champions League this season is pretty much like Liverpool's, very much unlikely. The thing is, they should have got in a good caretaker manager that is experienced enough, the Manchester Uniteds. Did they not have who was the guy after Solskjaer? They got in the caretaker.
Ragnick?
Maybe
Ragnick.
someone with a little bit of more philosophy, or something. Someone with experience,
yeah.
that can basically just get the team through. If you get the team through, there's a potential there because you've got brilliant players, all right, to get that Champions League. And if you won that Champions League, yeah, that's 3 more than Arsenal. Yeah, that's guaranteed Champions League next season while you're rebuilding. That's what they should have done. The owners here have bought too much players in. They've given a manager these players, said, right, manage it, and they can see
I
that.
don't think the owners. I still back our owners though.
You can back your owners, but you know something? Right now, as a Liverpool fan, yeah, I would love to have your owners based on players, just to get players, because we got no players. However, the bit where I dispute, yeah, is where he's getting too much players in, and there's no chemistry at all now.
Yeah.
That's
really?
the problem.
Team of
You have-
individuals, basically.
Yeah. Go ahead, JP.
Here's
Sorry.
the thing. Here's the thing. The Chelsea trouble starts when Todd Bowley came and fired the lady who run the club, Marina. Her name, I think, Marina, right?
Yeah.
Marina,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pronounce her last name.
Yeah. That girl knows how to make a deal. She gets you Kante for 35 million. N'Golo Kante. Nobody does that. If United goes after N'Golo Kante, we will pay 100 mil. Okay,
We would have.
these owners, I know have money, but they don't have structure. Okay,
We have a replacement for Marina, by the way.
Right.
these two guys. No. These two guys, both of them, they're not like they don't know how to run a football club. They know only how to do business. Okay, they're businessmen. In football stuff,
I think
in football
they do know how
structure,
to run a football club.
how? Tell me. You fire Tuchel, right? The best manager you have. He wants you Champions League and everything. But you give him Todd Bowley wants to sign Ronaldo, right? And Tuchel say no.
Yeah.
And they disagree. Where were these guys when this disagreement starts? Okay, these guys
No one-
doesn't know anything about football. You see, why you sign Modric? Modric is not your type of player.
They
He
also
You
bought
still
have a
have
lot of
Aubameyang.
wingers that well.
He bought for the hype, but also Marina was also she made some good signs, but it's also she made some poor decisions as well, and that's what always
Yeah.
got thrown
Yeah.
in it because I
But
wish we did have Marina, but we got rid of everything from Roman structure. That is the issue.
I feel
Yeah.
like Bowley just gets on Twitter, sees what comp is popular, and then buys that player.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
goes to every team's, they're basically transfer targets and whatnot. They'd be like, him, go.
It's like cheating on a term
like, I
paper.
can't-
It's ridiculous.
I
It doesn't
like
work.
that.
I can't
like
justify
that
Modric
approach, though.
signing. What was the point? We weren't looking for wingers.
Everybody knows.
To
Everybody knows
undercut
Chelsea
Arsenal.
needs a striker.
But he's a super talent.
Chelsea
Though.
needs. He's a super talent, but he
invested
doesn't
in the
fit them.
future. That's the one thing he did. He invested in the future.
Did you
That's
just
the thing.
Mudryk is a super talent? Is that what you're saying?
No. What I believe, TJ, is like he's a brilliant young player. All right, that has huge
Yeah.
potential in the Premier League. Does Chelsea actually need him? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe they've done it to try to grab it off Arsenal because of the rivalry thing or whatever. I don't know. But the fact is, all right. I mean, he improves teams. Someone like him will improve a team. I would love him on my left wing, but nevertheless, do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they've got Pulisic, they've got what's the other guy?
Pulisic
Ziyech.
is brutal though.
Yeah, but this is
I'm
the
an
thing.
American, and I think Pulisic is brutal.
He's a brilliant
awful.
player.
Are you saying
No,
are you saying
not.
Bruno
He
is a good
stinks.
He's
thing or a bad
not.
thing?
Wait.
He's
No, he's
not.
not.
Thank you.
Stop the
Um,
cap. He's
Thank
not.
you.
He's
Oh
not.
my
no,
Stop
god.
it.
Thank
I
you.
ra-
Mm-mm.
I rather have
No.
him than what is his name? The German dude, the striker,
Havertz?
Havertz.
Oh,
Havertz.
Havertz.
I don't like Havertz. He's shit,
I don't like none of
completely
them. How
shit.
about that?
I think
He
he's
can't play a
decent, but I
false
Yeah,
think
nine.
thank.
He can't play a false
he was
nine.
expensive. But I think, in a good system, he's a brilliant player. Just don't know, I don't know if he's homesick. I don't know if he's just not playing. He's just, he's not. Remember Chelsea, they've had how many managers? When you're trying to establish a team, a player to play a certain way, and there's just so many different managers, and you can't settle. That can happen to a lot of the Chelsea, players. They're literally coming in like Enzo. He's come in and he's been okay. He's been decent for you guys for Chelsea, but he
Yes, he's
doesn't
been
know
good.
who he's going to be playing for next season or the season after that if they keep doing the same thing, keep sacking. And the only people that can be held responsible for that, is the ownership.
Very good point. I agree. Anything else that wants to be added on Chelsea? Did any of you guys watch the other
So
game? The other game in terms of the.
can I ask the
Shocking.
Go
panel
ahead, JP,
Shocking.
before we
who's
move on.
who's
Yep.
tell me who's gonna be the next manager of Chelsea?
I
Well,
think
so
you're
in
going to
discussion.
get that. Nagelsmann. I think Nagelsmann's going to be your guy.
Either him or Luis Enrique, one of them
You
two.
don't
Well,
want
the thing is, they
Enrique,
always
trust
keep
me.
saying
Enrique, you don't want
You do not.
Enrique.
I don't know if
I'm
Enrique
sorry.
is
I'm
it, but
sorry. I'm sorry. You do not
that.
say no to a treble-winning manager.
You know
That's
something?
like saying that's like Real Madrid turning their noses up at Alex Ferguson.
I guarantee you.
huh?
This is what he won. This is what he
That is
won
not the
at
same.
another club. What? Tell me what guarantees has he got to come and win anything with Chelsea? Considering they've got owners like this, and he is very much like Jurgen Klopp. He's very very sentimental. He's someone that will play
Bro,
players no matter what anyone says. Yeah, and
So
you know what?
bro,
so you're telling me he's stubborn. He's less
Very.
stubborn than Lampard, though. He's less stubborn than
yeah.
Lampard.
Lampard, and no disrespect because he's your legend, yes. Sorry, I don't want to rip him. I think Lampard was a quality player. Lampard, all right,
So,
yes, man.
As a manager, he's not it. Not it as a manager. Sorry.
exactly, and I agree with you.
Yep.
But the thing is with Enrique is what makes you think he's going to be so stubborn?
Because that's how he is as a manager. He's always been like that.
He has a style of play. If
He
you
has a
follow it,
style
that's
of-
it. You're done.
Tiki taka.
You're done.
So is
You know how much I
so is
would.
Jurgen
No, no,
Jurgen Klopp's done.
no. So here's the thing. Remember when he won the treble, he has Messi, Suarez, and Neymar.
Yep.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
What's he got?
This
Then, okay.
this Chelsea
Okay.
team doesn't function as a team. Okay, it will take him time. I know that, but here's the thing: there are shit players in that team. He needs to
He'll
get
bin
rid
the
of
shit players. He'll bin them.
Sterling,
If it-
Havertz, Pulisic, whatever. I can go like what you
They'll all
call
be gone.
today.
also. They'll all be gone soon.
I don't think Sterling's a garbage player. He was great under Pep. I don't think that's fair. I think
That's fair.
under the right
That's
manager,
fair.
I think
Wait,
Sterling's incredible.
let TJ
Enrique,
just
I think-
continue. Wait. One at a time. Go ahead, TJ.
No, I just sorry to interrupt too, but I think saying that Sterling's not is a shit player is not fair. He was absolutely incredible at Man City, and then he got replaced by a younger Jack Grealish. I think
Can I
Raheem
say
Sterling is
something?
one of England's best. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Nippet.
I think Raheem Sterling will be an important player if Enrique is appointed Chelsea manager. I think
I think he'll be the first
Really?
casualty because you know what?
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
I think Raheem Sterling has, you know what, and again, from a Liverpool's perspective, yeah, he was a young player at Liverpool, yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what I saw about Raheem Sterling? He had everything, yeah, except his one-on-ones and his finishing was always letting him down. Then he went to Man City. Yes, he was playing amongst better players, yeah, and he still has that problem. Then he's come to Chelsea. He's still got that problem. But in fairness, yeah, they had been playing him in some crazy positions like right wing back and wing backs and kind of stuff like that. Then playing him centre forward when this guy cannot do a one-on-one situation. I know you guys are not too keen on Aubameyang because him being an next Arsenal guy. Well, not you guys, maybe some other
No,
guys in your thing.
no, I
But
don't
he's
mind
the best
Aubameyang.
I wish
I,
he was
I
in the
think
lineup today.
we had an ex-Arsenal man up front for about 4 years in Olivier Giroud.
Giroud, yeah. But this one's got a tattoo, and I don't really think they really wanted him. He's got an
Also,
Arsenal tattoo. I mean, come on, that's a little bit more than Giroud. Giroud was brilliant for Chelsea, absolutely. But Aubameyang, yeah, I'm not, and no disrespect to Chelsea, yeah, he didn't really want to come to Chelsea. He was happy at Barcelona, but then when
yeah,
they brought in
Spot on.
what's his name, Lewandowski,
Lewandowski.
yeah,
yeah.
he was out, and he
Mhm.
didn't want to, and obviously Arteta didn't want him back because of the reasons being, his reasons, yeah. He's gone to Chelsea. It's a job for him. But nevertheless, yeah, he's still a better striker, puts balls in the net, yeah, than Sterling. And that's where I don't
I
understand why.
agree with you. I agree with you.
Mhm.
But I just don't like his attitude when things don't go his way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I
absolutely.
don't
He
like
has
a
got an
lot of
attitude
players'
problem.
attitudes.
I agree. He has got an attitude problem on him. But you know what? In terms of, if you put that aside for just the season and think, right now we need goals. We need to get into Champions League,
But
knockout runs or whatever, finals or whatever. You put him before Raheem Sterling, if up front,
but the
because
only
he's the more
way he gets
finisher.
back that goal, so sorry, Baz. The only way he gets that goal scoring form back is if he drops his ego.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe.
There have been plenty of
Because if he
strikers with
doesn't,
egos
if
that could bag goals, though, Nippin. Let's be fair here. He just doesn't fit into a system. His ego doesn't fit into a
Last
system, which is why he got axed from Arsenal, and he's obviously not fitting in at Chelsea either. So,
yeah, because
la-
I'm
what's the
honestly
common
looking forward to
denominator,
seeing him at
TJ?
LAFC in the US. He's going to be at
What's the common
LAFC by
denom-
next season.
Oh
What's the
wow.
common
Imagine
denominator,
that.
TJ? Arsenal didn't want him. Now Chelsea
No,
don't want him.
I'm
What's the
saying
common
that's
denominator in that?
he doesn't find a system that works for him. And you guys in Chelsea, not trying to crap on you guys too much, but you guys have so many big players and so many egos in that squad that no manager that isn't named like Kante or
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 Mourinho or
Nagelsmann or Mourinho will be able to control. Those guys did not respect Potter. They don't respect Lampard. Like let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Let's not deflect. Let's be honest and say you guys have a lot of egos. You have a lot of different players. Like you have a salad of different mixtures that just don't vibe. So until Chelsea fans are willing to either sell those players and start a rebuild or get a manager in there that can actually get those egos under wraps, you guys are
Mhm.
going to be squarely in the mud.
I think so too. But what if what's a little bit annoying is when Aubameyang
Baz,
did come in, Thomas Tuchel was still there, but then he got,
Yep.
sacked. Imagine if Thomas Tuchel
Baz,
was still there.
If Tuchel was
Maybe
still
he could
there,
have. I'm
it'd be a
telling
oh,
different
you,
He would
oh,
have been able
You're
to do
right,
it.
Sophia. You're absolutely right.
la-
Yeah, I agree.
last year
he had a,
Aubameyang la-
you know,
last year Aubameyang found his feet at Barcelona because he got a
yes,
system there. He found a
Yep.
system there.
yep,
Baz, are
Xavi
you
played him
there?
every week. Xavi played him every week. Okay,
he was scoring, he was
Pedri
doing
and
well.
he was
Praise
good. He was good. But here's
praise
the
against
thing.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, when you suck Tuchel, everything goes
I'm
down.
telling you, they messed. When Todd B did that, completely messed up. I,
Mhm.
I, I I
Yeah.
felt like that was definitely a
He
big.
has the opportunity to right his wrongs next season. I'm giving
But
him.
I feel like it's. I don't know.
I,
Is it me or do I feel like it's a bit naive to think like next season, oh, miraculously everything is gonna be great, everything is gonna be kumbaya again. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. I know
No,
that
it's
Chelsea
gonna.
have been able to turn to do well in the in the past and whatnot, but this time I think it's a bit different. I personally, this is not me trying to be you know petty in any way, shape, or form, but I'm just saying I think this might be a bit of a longer process than what you guys are really
I'm,
thinking, in my opinion.
I'm,
Yep. Hey, Sophia, I got to drop off. Thanks again.
then we need a long-term
Congratulations.
manager for the process.
Congratulations again
TJ.
on the monetization. We'll talk soon, okay?
100% thanks for being on. We'll talk soon,
Oh,
brother.
congratulations on monetization.
Big up.
So-
Lipa?
Sofia, congratulations.
Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's the thing about
Congrats
Chelsea.
on monetization.
Thank you.
The thing
JP,
about the thing
go ahead.
the thing worries me about Chelsea is if let's just say if the coach comes, Chelsea still need a striker. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea need a striker, and they have to
They
sell like
do.
5 players. Yeah, if they don't sell in the summer like five players, I think they will be sanctioned. That's
Yeah,
what
with
they. That's
FFP and
what I read.
whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, what
Good
February.
point.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
then he's striker and Todd Bowley being Todd Bowley, he's saying I'm gonna sign also Osimhen from Napoli.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
The next coach should decide those things for me, okay? Because he became as a permanent manager, caretaker manager, whoever it is, Nagelsmann, Enrique. That's what they need. They need structure.
Mm-hmm. They
Just
do.
like Ten Hag did to us. We have
Yeah.
now what kind of players we need in what positions. Chelsea have too many players in each positions, but some of them are good, some of them are not. So some of them are good for the other system, some of them are for another manager. So you see tonight what Chelsea was playing good, but here's the thing: Havertz, I'm sorry, he should not play in that team. Chelsea should win against Liverpool. He missed 3 one-on-ones there. So for me, if you play Havertz, Pulisic, Sterling, these kind of players, nah, it's not gonna work. You need
But with the
players like
Sterling, what worked with the for him under City at least, when they do have a proper number 9 there, then he is able to kind of perform well in my opinion. But he needs to have somebody up there that he can link up with. If he doesn't have that number 9, which he doesn't have in Chelsea, for me at least, it doesn't work. I feel like he's been quite underwhelming. I still believe that there's a player in there in Raheem Sterling, but Chelsea
but
needs to buy a proper number
As
9.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
This was going on until I said until you said I need to stay away. We need to stay away from Luis Enrique. I mean, like, why would you snub a manager that's won a treble and a Club World Cup to boot?
The reason why he's going to be like Thomas Tuchel. He's going to be like Thomas Tuchel. He's not going to agree with the man. He's not going to agree with the owners, and the owners will always stay over a manager, and they'll just ship him off. He's going to come in. This is what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to come in a bit like Jurgen Klopp. All right, he comes in. He plays a certain way, and if he doesn't get what he wants, all right, he's just gonna. He might moan a little bit, but what he'll do is just play the same old team, and then before you know it, you're gonna be. He keeps playing Mason Mount in this position. He keeps playing this guy in this position. He's just too close to his particular players, yeah.
Do you think
And before you know it, he'll end up like
I think he bins Mason Mount.
maybe.
He bins Mason
All right,
Mount.
forget Mason Mount. Imagine a player that you want right now. If you wanted McAllister from Chelsea, from Brighton, yeah, you buy McAllister. McAllister's 25 years old, okay? McAllister's playing at 34 years old, yeah, because he trusts him so well, but he's declining. He's going to still want that guy in his team. And you guys are going to see McAllister just doesn't have it anymore. That's what he is about. He's that kind of guy. He's too sentimental. He's very rugged with what he is. Okay, he is. He's just going to burn out those players because he plays similarly to what Jurgen Klopp plays. But
if he brings me a Champions League and a Premier League, why would I be moaning?
Because one Champions League is not enough for your team. Because what will happen? He'll burn. You have won what? How many Champions Leagues you've won so far? Two so far, yeah. Yeah, you want to build a dynasty, don't you? Yeah. But this guy, okay, what he will do
Enrique not a dynasty manager?
Enrique is a manager that he started off somewhere else, but he came to Barcelona. He had already a team there that that had brilliant players, and basically that was it.
In his hometown, he started off in his hometown in Andalusia.
Right, yeah. Obviously, they weren't quite Barcelona, were they? So they obviously he got his Barcelona's way was more successful, but he was successful.
No. The manager after Luis Enrique also had Sorry.
What?
The manager after Thingy. The manager after Luis Enrique also had Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. And they haven't won a Champions League since Luis Enrique left.
Okay.
The facts are, right, he's gonna be, if you get him, by all means get him. But what I'm gonna say, right, is he'll be like Jurgen Klopp. He just won't be good enough. That's the thing. It won't be good enough for Chelsea.
I know. But Jurgen Klopp still won you guys a Champions League and your first Premier League in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I don't care, to be honest with you. You know what? I'm a Jurgen Klopp out. And the reason why is because I look at things statistically, yeah. And again, obviously, you're a Manchester United fan, aren't you, Sofia? The thing is, obviously, it's just rivalry as fans, yeah. I want more trophies than them, yeah. And 1 in 7 Premier Leagues is not good enough. I don't care. Even if Man City spent billions, yeah, they only beat us by 1 or 2 points over the coming years. That's not good enough because that means 1 or 2 of those games, Jurgen Klopp got it wrong. And as far as I'm concerned, I want results. And if I'm not a sentimental guy, and yes, he's been one of our most successful managers of recent times, but that was yesterday's news because a lot of people used to say Liverpool were, you're always talking about your history. History for me is gone. Present is what's important. And if Jurgen Klopp is not doing it, which is not doing it at the moment, yeah, I want him out. Thank you. I really respect you. A brilliant manager. But you know what? Can you improve our team? Yes? Okay, crack on. If you can't, bye.
I've asked a lot of Liverpool fans this question, and I'm going to ask you the same question, and I've gotten a different answer from each and every one of them. Is Jurgen Klopp an FSG yes man? And I want you to be honest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. He is. Absolutely. Because I'll tell you why. I'll give you an example, yeah? One example, and I'll bring it this season, yeah? This season, he went in for Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni chose to go to Real Madrid. Fair enough.
He only wanted Real Madrid, though, and you can't...
Not a problem. I'm not disputing that. That's what I'm giving you an example of he went for a midfielder, but then he bought a striker. So in his mind, he needed a midfielder. So any successful, strong footballing team, right, will have backup plans because Salah was a backup plan because they wanted Brunt and they got Salah in instead. And Salah's been brilliant for Liverpool. However, who was the next midfielder? Because we needed midfielders this season more than strikers.
You did?
He bought in Nunes, and he said, "Don't worry, we got Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton's brilliant.
Tyler Morton is at Blackburn,
right?" But Jurgen Klopp said,
"Shit."
So there you go. So what he's saying is backing his owners by saying, don't worry, we're good for our numbers, yeah? Look what's happened this season. Our midfield is whack because then he realized, maybe you're right. Let's get Arthur Melo in, a midfielder. How many games has Arthur Melo played? None.
Oh, wow.
Maybe, tell a lie. 13 minutes in a Champions League game that we lost. 3-1 or whatever it was against Napoli. That's it.
Weird.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, he is definitely he's not. As far as I'm concerned, if his team's not been doing well today, is because recently of this season is because he needed investment. He didn't get investment, but he's not. I can understand for a jobs perspective, like you don't want to lose your job. You're not going to shoot your owners, but. I tell you what, if I was a manager and I'm not getting the tools, I am definitely saying it. I don't care if I get sacked because I want to be successful. I want to have a dynasty. I want to be a Pep, yeah, because Pep's got ambition. But then the thing is, I'll come to that one in a minute, Ravi. But the thing is, he is a yes man, because his last one, he's still not, still not saying, oh, I don't understand why we're not getting Jude Bellingham. It's like, I'm
Exactly.
employed, I'm this, I'm that. If you are a manager with heart, yeah, you call out people.
Call them out.
Yeah.
But what if
Well,
it's
I
Jude
believe he is.
Bellingham? What if I have a question. Like, isn't the club just dressing it up as, oh, Liverpool said no to Jude Bellingham? But actually it's Jude himself who said, no, I want Real Madrid. But
Potentially.
the club is just dressing
Possibly.
it up in that way.
100%. That could be the
Possibly.
And the
case.
club said no.
Possibly. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't care whether Jude Bellingham comes or not. I think he's a brilliant player. I think, will he do good for Liverpool? Absolutely. He'll improve what we've got. But if my owners are not going to spend 600 million or 500 million or whatever, yeah, then I can't get a Jude Bellingham. I'm going to have to buy your smart buy players. I'll go and get a Gravenberch for 25 million. I'll buy a McAllister for 70 million. All that. You get 2-3 players that are good quality players that will fit in. Because if my owner's only going to spend, right, you can have Jude Bellingham, but that's 150 million and you're only going to get 20 million after that. It's not good for us. And Ravi, with Carvalho, I love Carvalho. I think Carvalho, he's not done that bad. I don't know if he's been sleeping around with Jurgen Klopp's dog or his missus or something. I don't know why he's locked in a dungeon. But
Yeah,
what I would say, yeah, he's a number 10, and he was brilliant for Fulham with Mitrovic last season in a to get him promoted. I could not tell you why. I'm only suspecting that because he plays more of a number 10 role, Jurgen Klopp doesn't play that way. So he's trying to maybe play him out of a position and think, right, you're good there. But I don't know.
Interesting. Also, Hongi says
Baz,
you guys.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, JP.
don't sign the the Bayern
Gravenberch?
Munich midfielder. Because
Why?
he's injury prone. He's like the what you call the midfielder you have always injured.
Oh,
Naby
Thiago?
Keita.
Oh, Naby Keita.
Naby Keita. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Liverpool bought, they will make another mistake. You should go for Paulinho or something like that. If Liverpool need midfielder, Paulinho, Neves, Liverpool need midfielders. Nothing more. Midfielder and one who plays at the Arnold position, and
They
make
need several
Arnold a
midfielders.
midfielder.
Gotta fix that whole midfield.
Yeah,
That midfield needs
the whole midfield because
rearrangement.
it's too old.
Maybe even
It's
a new
like
centre back
retiring.
potentially.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
We need runners.
Uh,
We need runners.
your legs are gone. And next, can I ask you something? How can you be so sure if you sign Enrique, you can win Champions League and Premier League? Because you have Todd Bowley. You still have Todd Bowley.
Oh,
talk to Nippon.
I never said that he will. I said if.
If. Okay.
Okay, if. All right, fair enough. And
If.
JP, just on the Gravenberch thing, if the rumors are true, it's about 25 million pounds. That's still quite cheap for someone that has potential. Yeah, I mean, when we bought Naby Keita, it was over 50 odd million pounds, so it was still quite a big fee. But Gravenberch, I think, because he's a prospect, he fits what FSG are about: prospect, cheap, and I mean, he's a number 8, and he can play as a number 6 as well, and that's what we need. There's no, we could even go buy someone like a Jude Bellingham, and Jude Bellingham might be injury prone throughout his career at Liverpool. It's possible, but there's, sometimes you just got to take chances on players, and there's no guarantees. I'm pretty sure, like, when Manchester United bought Casemiro, a lot of people might have said he's 30 years old. He's won so many trophies at Real Madrid. Will he actually want to play for Man United? Will he be any good? And you know what? He's coming. He's been brilliant for them. So
100%.
you don't know for sure. We don't know for sure who will do what. It's just a lottery, isn't it?
You know what? But I still think, I'm a United fan, but I still think Jude Bellingham will come to Liverpool. He's not going any place.
I doubt it, to be honest. But
no. Trust me, they will use it as a PR machine.
But the thing is, though, they
Yeah.
they can't just be getting him. They do need more midfielders. They can't just be like,
More,
oh, Jude
yeah,
Bellingham
yeah.
is gonna be,
Yeah.
he's gonna be Harry Potter and like, abracadabra
Nah.
and all that shit. That's not gonna be the case. You need a
No.
Jude Bellingham alongside two more midfielders.
Two
It must.
midfielders, yeah.
It's
That
You
can
need a
very
lot
that
more
can
than that.
protect the. That's why people say Van Dijk is shit. No, no, no. Van Dijk is not shit. Van Dijk lost his protection. The protection, the legs are gone. You see, in midfield, Fabinho, Henderson, and Wijnaldum protect for most of the time the defensive line.
Back
Now
line,
the
yeah.
legs are gone. Yeah, you're playing Curtis Jones there. Okay, Harvey Elliott was good for you, but here's the thing: he's still adjusting. That's what Liverpool need midfielders. Everybody knows that. You know,
Yeah,
for me, I don't know why you signed Gakpo. For me, it just he's a good
yeah,
signing for you,
yeah.
but
But it
tell you
didn't
you
make
why.
sense.
you didn't.
In my opinion, it didn't make
Yeah,
sense.
I tell you
But
why we signed Cody Gakpo,
yeah,
because I think they had it. Look, a lot of clubs, they know when who's staying, who's not staying, and it's when they want to announce it on the media. Now,
mm,
don't get me wrong. Yeah, do I think these two players are similar? Absolutely not. Yeah. But what I do see is in Cody Gakpo is a young promising. But when I say young, he's what, 23 years old or something. So he's
yeah,
gone past that young prodigy. Yeah.
yeah.
But he's a brilliant player. He can play on the left. I think the reason why they bought him is because Bobby Firmino was leaving, and I think where you're seeing him play at Liverpool, he's playing in that false number 9, but a different way to Bobby has. And also with Diaz, that's been out for most of the season.
Yeah.
Diaz is a brilliant player, but I don't know if this injury has potentially done something to him. So I don't know if they bought him in. And to be fair, they bought him for quite cheap as well. Someone like him should cost around 70, 80 million quid. Maybe a
Mm,
little bit less, let's be real. Okay. But they bought him for like what, 30 something odd million, raising to 40 or 50, something like that. That's like an average 10 million pound player now in this day and age. So I think that's why they bought him in. He is an option. But yeah, nevertheless, we should have bought in January. We should have bought in a midfielder, but we,
I
we
think
chose
so
not to.
too. Yeah. And also the fact
Liverpool
that
for.
you. Oh, I was just gonna say
Go ahead.
something, Jake, before you chime in.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was thinking, the fact, okay, you should have gotten a midfielder now, but also over, the past couple of seasons, renewing and changing up the squad here and there, not wait until, okay, players are completely done and
Mm,
beyond
mm,
their time, if that makes sense. Like
mm,
Naby Keita still being there and Oxford
mm.
Chamberlain being there
James
as well.
Milner.
They should have been moved on
Days and Milan.
way long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely. They've
Yeah.
been past the sell by date. And sorry, just one more thing before I
Go
before I
ahead.
finish that. I think you said JP. Was it you, JP, that said you can possibly still see Jude Bellingham coming to Liverpool?
It was him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. To be honest with you, I know his dad is a big Liverpool fan. I don't know if he's actually a Liverpool fan, but
Mm.
No,
I mean,
he
from what
said it.
oh, did he say it
Jude
himself?
Bellingham. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
When
Okay.
we
said it.
when you beat us 7-0, he
Mm,
on Twitter he said, "Wow." He thought that Liverpool so bad or something like that. He's a
okay.
Liverpool fan.
Okay.
He wants to come to Liverpool. Jude
Yeah.
Bellingham.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, the thing is, a lot of my fan base get very excited, a lot of them, about Jude Bellingham, and understandably. But I was one of those guys where, you know what, I'm someone who's seeing is believing. I always look on. I don't mind talking about players that are potentially linked with us, but I don't get excited like some of these Liverpool fans do. But with Jude Bellingham, what I will say with him is he's exactly what I would love for us to get. But at the same time, we've got to look at if FSG are gonna be the way they are, that they don't want to, they can't, or they just won't sign 4 or 5 players. Yeah, then we got to be realistic. Think, all right, Jude Bellingham is possibly out of our reach. But
Hmm.
in terms of his attitude and the way he is and the way he gives the impression, yeah, I think he does want to come to Liverpool. And I think if he does want to come to Liverpool, he'd be a brilliant signing. But, like I said, I think with Jude Bellingham, he's a player that would do good for Liverpool, but Liverpool are more important than any single player. So I would rather just have five players, maybe
around that same sort of price that can do a job. You can go and find players in the French league or the German league that are like 10 million quid and get 5 of them for 50
Yep.
million, yeah, and they're legs and they're brilliant and they work for the system. That's all I care about, winning a
Yep.
title.
I think that's very true. Anyone wants to add something to that?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, but
Lipa?
Yeah, I was saying absolutely. Like, I agree with everything about Jude Bellingham going to Liverpool. The signs are actually there from the World Cup and how he was talking with Jordan Henderson and Trent, how he likes that. I don't want to bring this up again, Sofia, that, 7-0.
Bro, that healed.
Like that post.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
I'm not going to
brought
say
that up.
nothing about that because I don't think, you know what, we played Leeds yesterday and, everyone's getting excited about Liverpool. Initially, I was very happy when I was on Ensman's show. I was very happy with it, but I watched the game again and we played brilliantly. And I think Trent played well. But my question, because I did actually do a show earlier on, or I was on Statman's show, and I just did a very, very brief one on my channel. Do I think Leeds were there? I think Leeds, for some reason, they made us look that brilliant. I think Trent played very well. I think certain players did really well.
100%.
But I don't think that was Liverpool. But any Liverpool fans that come and say, yeah, we've turned the corner, then boy, you know what? You don't know football.
any day you play Leeds is like a basketball match. Okay, Leeds doesn't defend at all. Everybody knows that. But here's the thing: why don't you play Trent in the midfield? Let him have the free roll. He is good. He doesn't like defending. Trent Alexander doesn't like defending. That's why that's what I'm saying every time when I see him. Because if you ask him to defend, he's likely to make a mistake. But if you give him a free roll, he can play the football match very, very purely. He can link up play. He got 50. I think he got 50 assists in Premier League, right?
Yeah.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's amazing. Imagine that. Most of midfielder doesn't have that. So for me, he needs to play in midfield. Let him have a free roll. That's the problem for me. And then in that position, you need another wing, another center and link.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I think they did try a little. They played it a little towards Arsenal where they had Trent in midfield. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I would look at that game against Leeds. I think if we play a better team, I think we'd get exposed. I mean, if there's a lot of pressing and stuff like that. I mean, he had a lot of time on the ball yesterday. Not that I'm dissing him. I mean, he was brilliant yesterday. Yeah. But I think one of our big up to Savage. Savage made a great point yesterday on the watch along and the ratings. He said something about Trent being probably fed up now playing at right back. He's done it, won it all, did everything. Now it's a fresh challenge and he looks happier and he looks better with it. This could well be the future.
Maybe.
But yeah, it could well be the future. But they do definitely need to find another right back. And maybe, I don't know if they're looking at Ramsey. Obviously he's injured, but potentially I think Ramsey's a brilliant little young right back. Maybe they need to bring someone in. But then if we talk about that, if they do put someone like Trent in midfield, they've got to go and buy a right back. They've still got to buy a defender on top of midfielders as well. Because Trent is not always going to play in that position.
Exactly. You would still need reinforcements regardless.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
A lot of questions in particular. Say if you guys move Trent to midfield, who will you realistically be able to sign as a right back?
I don't know. There's a pool of footballers at right backs that we don't know nothing about.
I know this seems a bit far fetched, but you go to Bayern Munich and say, "Here's 100 million. Give us Joshua Kimmich."
Oh, I love Kimmich. I love Kimmich, but Kimmich will never come to Liverpool. He's a Bayern man through and through. I don't see
every transfer window. Pep tried to sign him. Pep likes him. Pep likes him. every
And
transfer window,
Still stays.
but he's never those kind of players cannot is there like one main club, they play for one
Yeah,
club
there's
only.
certain players that are just
he's a
hey.
No,
John
Joshua
Terry.
Kimmich has already played.
Exactly.
Bayern is his third club. He's played for Leipzig and Stuttgart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
but
maybe
he,
Bayern is the final destination. He just wants to stay there
for
through and through.
could be.
You know.
when he was like 20 years old, they give him the armband when Neuer was injured. Okay,
Yeah.
they trust him. The whole club trusts him.
Yeah.
They never sell him. They never sell him. He's too important
They
for
will
them.
never sell him. Him, Neuer, and Goretzka will never leave.
Yeah, they're people that you just don't. You know you got the generational talents, and you've got the one person that finds that team. Like you could say the same thing about Van Dijk. He played for a few other teams before, but if Van Dijk now, I mean, I know no one's really going to want him at his age, but let's just say he was about 26 years old and he had 5-6 years at Liverpool. I
I
don't
want
see
him.
him going to any other team in the Premier League or any team for that matter, because I think he's won so much at Liverpool. It's his home. You know, he's probably had kids now and stuff like that. They're all Liverpool guys or whatever. Same thing
Yeah.
with Kimmich. I just don't see him uprooting and going to maybe if there's a project or he's not playing anymore.
You know who else I see that in as well?
Who?
Aspi, when he signed for us from Marseille.
Oh.
I was like, he is not going to leave our club for a very long time.
Look at him, captain and whatnot. You know, been there for a long
Uh,
time.
He's the blood of Chelsea.
I called it back in 2012 when we signed him. I
He's
said,
been there
this
that long?
little
Wow.
Spanish guy is going to be with us for a very long time.
Fair. It's one.
He got
You know.
Azpilicueta has composure when he was on the ball. That's why I like him.
Yeah, I like
He's a
him as
real
well.
leader. Chelsea. The new Chelsea team doesn't have leaders. For me, he's a leader.
Yeah.
He knows how to play.
For me, like
For a
He's
him
long-
and
good.
Thiago
for
Silva
a
is
long
like
time.
leaders. You know.
For a long
Yeah.
time. For
Yeah.
a long time, he held I think it was the Premier League's, like not making a single defensive error that led
Really?
to a goal. I
He
think
had a
he
statistic,
held.
something like that. Something.
I
Wow.
think he held
That's
that
me.
for a long time. That he never
You
made
see?
a defensive error that led to an opposition goal.
There was a stat that was quite good that he had, which was quite impressive.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Baz, here's the thing. I will have Virgil van Dijk over Maguire, even if Virgil van Dijk is 37 years old, man. You see, my club in Sofia's club, we got a lot of shits. So for us, some players, we. You see, I'm lost for word. Virgil van Dijk is the best defender in the league, and people told me that, oh, he's
Not this
shit.
season,
Yeah,
but
for me,
you know, hey,
not
that's
this
another
season,
story.
but the previous 2 years, the previous 3 seasons, he's the best because he can read the game. He can do anything. This year, the midfield of Liverpool was bad, that bad. That's why
But
Liverpool
he's fallen off
lost
as
most of
well,
the
though, this
game.
season. Let's be honest. You know, I think the injury did him bad, and I feel bad
Yeah,
for
the
him. You
injury
know,
didn't bad,
he ain't looking good.
but he need to. You see, Sofia, this year we have Casemiro.
Yeah.
He can protect us,
No, but
right?
I'm seeing also with Van Dijk. There's been, I would say, a couple of games here and there where he's been making the errors himself. Nobody else been doing it but himself.
he's
know?
had, you know what, but I see what JP is saying, obviously with the midfield, and yeah,
Of course, there's the connection.
we've been looked after, and to be fair, I mean his standards have dropped because we have looked, and you know we can only base it on individuals. When you watch a game and some people do mistakes, you're gonna judge them, and especially when you look at the team as a whole. We can accept Liverpool were always they press from the top. Their forwards used to press. Then if you get past the press in forwards, you'd have the midfield to deal with, and then you'd have the defense, and they were assured. Van Dijk was very assured. But the thing is, what with this season, the system's different. There's no Mane anymore. Yeah, Firmino is just barely ever there. Yeah, you've got Salah who's just breaking records or just doing his thing. Yeah, then you've got a midfield that's just aging and just don't have the legs. Some are injured, whatever. Then you've got a Van Dijk who played every single game and then picked up an ACL injury, and then he played well when he came back. But you know what? It should have been the opposite. He should have been poor last year and be better this year. But
Yeah.
either way,
Drop off has been mad for several, and it's not just him. It's several players.
yeah, there's been a
It's not
lot.
been good.
Yeah.
There's
You
been a
know.
lot. There's been a lot of issues. I mean, our best player this season, in my opinion, is our goalkeeper.
I agree,
And
100%.
and
Allison has screwed up.
and
100%.
Konate was good too. Konate is good too.
Oh yeah, Konate as
Ibu's
well.
been,
Konate as well. Yeah.
Ibu's been decent, and the reason why I say he's been decent, he's now only starting to become that regular, because last year it was Matip, and maybe a few years before Matip and Van Dijk it was Gomez.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Gomez is they don't really trust him, or we don't really trust him at centre back, so we want him as a right back cover for Trent. You've got Ibu, and Ibu is a brilliant player, but he's got potential injuries with him as well. Like, he has these little knocks. He's not forever there like Van Dijk. He does have these injuries where he misses a couple of games here or there in the season, so it's not totally trusted well. However, the last few games, he's been consistently Van Dijk's partner, and so far he's done okay. But he's still young and he's still not learning the game, but he still makes little mistakes. You see that one that led to Leeds' goal yesterday. There's that moment in him sometimes, but we just need to brush that up, and
100%.
he should be okay.
I agree.
Still think we
Guys,
need
no, I was just gonna say we're gonna quickly start to wrap up, but I just also
Sofia?
wanted to kind of Nipun.
I have a question for you. What were
Yeah.
we were just talking about Virgil van Dijk. What were your thoughts when he got injured? What were your thoughts on certain rival fans saying, "Oh, Pickford, you legend, this, that, and the other"?
Oh, that's no. Oh, when you talk about like certain rival fans being like happy that Virgil got injured. Is that what you're referring
Yeah, celebrating it and everything. Like,
Yeah, no,
they were
that's
going
not my
on about,
style.
yeah, Jordan Pickford, you're a
I
legend and all that.
Yeah, I will never. I'm real talk. No. That's not banter.
Me
That's
neither.
not a part of my
Me
style.
neither.
Like, I will never be happy about players
Me
being
neither.
injured,
For
even though there's
example,
not.
if one
not
of
okay.
Arsenal's
Yep.
for example, whenever I think Harry Kane once got injured, and I saw a lot of Arsenal fans, celebrating it, I was like, nah, come on. Let's not do that.
Just karma will happen to you too as well. Like, that's what people need to remember. Like, I wouldn't.
That's just evil. That's just evil.
That,
When
that's
anyone
evil because
And if a
it's
Chelsea
someone's
player got
livelihood.
injured, sorry,
That
Three-
it
if an
is.
Arsenal player
3 weeks
ever
ago.
got injured, you know how much I can't stand Arsenal, Sofia. You know that.
I know.
I would never, ever, ever celebrate any of their players
Never.
getting injured.
Of course not. Go ahead,
See,
JP.
3 weeks ago when Haaland is injured, Arsenal fans were celebrating.
hmm
City doesn't need him. Okay, City doesn't need Haaland. They should know that. But how can you celebrate when someone is injured? This is like your mindset is like a childish mindset if you celebrate like that when someone is hurt. We need to see.
Yeah, I
We
would
need to.
never.
I would never either.
We need to see good players play the football, right? On the football pitch, best player play. So why are you celebrating?
No, as a fan, I actively hope all the good players stay fit so that I can see a strong team. Like, for example, when we play Arsenal on May 2nd, I want to see them all fit. I want to see a full team playing. So, like, say if we beat them, which I highly doubt we will, but I'll say, you know what? We beat their strongest team, not a depleted team.
I agree.
If we play,
Lastly, I
if we,
wanted to just because guys, I got work tomorrow, so I kind of need to start
Okay.
wrapping it up. But it's been a great conversation. I just also wanted to kind of divert the conversation a little bit to just quickly hear your guys' thoughts about. Did any of you guys watch the AC Milan Napoli game? Anybody?
yeah, Yeah,
Okay.
I was watching
Thoughts?
Napoli AC Milan.
Were you guys
Napoli.
were you guys disappointed with Napoli? Because I was.
No, I
I
was.
wanted to see them
Here's
go
the thing.
through. But
I
God,
see.
they-
I see this. For me, when like after 15 minutes, I saw this is coming because Napoli were playing good. But here's the thing: AC Milan knows how to play them. They know how to pickpocket them. They know how. Okay, if the Giroud scored that penalty, it's already over But here's the thing: Napoli didn't take their chances. Napoli
They didn't.
doesn't feel like yeah, they don't feel like the same team that leading Serie A. There is no Kim. Anguissa was not there. I think Osimhen was not 100% fit enough. So for me, Milan getting through was like, okay, Milan is my team, but I want to see Napoli because I don't like Inter Milan. You know that, Sofia. I told you last
Yeah,
time.
I do, because you
I,
know.
I don't care even if Chelsea pass, I want them get knocked out. Inter Milan, I hate them. So for me, I think the best team go through tonight. AC Milan were better team from Napoli.
They were. I'm not gonna lie, they were the better team, but like, Napoli did have moments and whatnot. They got a penalty, which, the goalkeeper did.
Yeah,
Both of the
the
goalkeepers
goalkeeper.
saved, did very well with the penalties and whatnot, the saves, but they had moments to get into the game, and I was like,
Yeah,
Napoli maybe. But hey, it is what it is. Best thoughts about the game?
Yeah, I watched bits of it. I was just a bit
Yep.
occupied today, but look, at the end of the day, pretty much what JP said. They got the better. They know how to play Napoli, and listen, I wanted to see Napoli win. I wanted to just see a different final or something. You know, what I mean, not just the same old teams all the time. I think Napoli
Hmm.
have been brilliant. They played us. They played us in our group, and I thought, wow, they were a breath of fresh air because you normally see like your Milans or your ACs or your Juves and stuff like that. It's nice to see a team like that, come in and just do it. But Milan are, European heritage. You know what I mean? They've won it a good few times. They know about this competition and they got the job
Hmm.
done in the end. And yeah, do you know what I mean? Congratulations to them, commiserations to Napoli. But Napoli,
wow.
I'm pretty sure they'll come back strong next year.
100%. And Nippon, did
But
you
here's the
watch the
thing.
game? I'm just gonna
Sorry,
say here,
what was that,
Nippon.
Sophia?
Did you watch the Napoli AC Milan game or
Oh
get
no,
any?
I wasn't at home, so I couldn't
Oh,
watch any of our games. But I was following
oh,
it all over Twitter.
okay. But do you have thoughts about the Napoli going out? Like, did you expect more
I
from Napoli, even though
really,
you didn't watch the game? But
I really wanted Napoli to go as far as possible.
yeah.
They're the team I'm following this year in Serie A as well.
Mm. Yeah, they've been, a joy to watch throughout the Champions League, and I've been watching a few Serie A games. That's I do follow Inter Milan, but yeah, it's unfortunate. But then
Here's
again,
the
the more
thing.
I thought about it, like a Milan derby could be interesting in the semifinal. Not gonna lie, that could be
Oh,
very tasty.
oh.
You know,
You know what?
yeah.
I want to see that too. A Milan derby versus a Milan derby, and then Man City versus Real Madrid.
Hey,
I need Real Madrid to go out in the semis. I know that's not because I'm of Chelsea and all that. I just hate them as a club in general.
what? No, I do not need City to. Sorry, I don't need
I
my
hate Real Madrid though. I hate Real Madrid though.
I don't. I don't mind them at all.
Sophia.
But that's me though. Yeah.
Is it because they stopped Liverpool from winning more than 2 trophies?
No, not really. I've just never had a problem with Real Madrid. I don't mind them at all. I never had an issue with Real
It's
Madrid.
nah.
I
You know
have
what?
more.
It's
I
not
don't like
Madrid I have an
Barcelona,
issue with. It's
but I
not
but I
Nippon.
Madrid I have
I,
an issue with. It's Thibaut Courtois.
I'm a Barcelona fan, Nippon. But here's the thing.
maybe no, you're
Here's
not.
I'm a Barca fan. But here's the thing. I know Real Madrid is gonna win the Champions League
Ooh,
because this is their blood. When they hear the
but
song, they know it. They will wake up. They don't care about the other things. Okay, play the Champions League team anthem. Then they will wake up. I'm a
I
Barca fan.
need to
That's what
see a
I'm
year
telling
in
you.
which
Real
they
Madrid
don't
is
win
going.
the Champions League. I
what
need
happened?
to see a year in which they
That's the
don't win
thing.
it. It just gets boring.
Yeah, I get it,
Here's the
but I
thing.
don't need City to do it.
See,
So
Yeah, you know what? I don't want Real Madrid to win because obviously, they keep beating us to win it, yeah. But this
yeah,
year, I want them to win it because I
yeah,
don't want Man City winning it. But at the same
exactly,
time, I want
man.
Man City winning the Premier League, then Arsenal. I can't stand Arsenal winning the league.
I can't stand it either. My dad's a Gooner, so no, thank you. Mm-mm. Even though I don't like City either, but
here's,
it's like if I'm gonna,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
City. Here's the thing about City. Pep, when Pep When Pep played this kind of games, he became a chase master. He always overthinking. That's why they lose the games most of the time. He's overthinking the game. If he plays the game, they will run rugged this Real Madrid team. But here's the thing: Real Madrid knows how to win. Okay, how to win.
Mhm.
I'm a Barca fan. Real Madrid knows how to win Champions Leagues.
They
They
do.
scored 2 goals in 3 minutes last year against City. Remember that, right?
They
They
showed
should go
up.
out against Chelsea. They should go out against Chelsea.
And they
Okay,
had a
Chelsea
really
were
tough
better
run
than them.
last season as well. They had a
Yeah,
heavy, tough
Chelsea,
run, and they did it.
Chelsea,
So,
PSG.
I just
Yeah,
hope.
Chelsea.
yep. But
Nah,
but the
I don't
fact
want
that
them
we're
winning it this year. I'm
but wait a
sorry.
minute. The fact that we're speaking about wait a minute, hold up. Which is quite funny is that the fact that we're talking about like Man City Real Madrid semifinal, nobody's thinking people Bayern is still in the equation. Bayern can show up tomorrow. It's done.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
they're not
I
scoring
nah.
goals. They're
believe,
not
mark
scoring
my
goals. They
words,
are not
people.
scoring
Bayern will
goals.
do something tomorrow. I believe.
Bayern are
I
still in
believe.
it.
Bayern are nah. Bayern are too open. Okay, that's the thing. Bayern are too open.
Are you still
It's
salty about that 8-2 defeat?
No, I'm not. What are you talking about,
I'm talking to
salty?
I'm talking to a Barca fan.
Who?
which one? The
Oh, you're talking about JP
the
salty. Oh,
JP.
the
shots fired.
with the Copa del Rey.
No, the 8-2 defeat. You know
Oh,
when
the
you guys
Bayern.
got absolutely battered by
Oh
them?
no 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 no! It's not like
Really?
that. Here's the thing. That day they were better than us. That day they can score like 11 goals. Nobody can say shit. That team was good. But here's the thing about Bayern Munich. From the group stages, from the group stages, did you watch Barcelona the first game Barcelona against Bayern Munich? Barcelona was the better team. Okay, they should be in 3-0 up. But here's the thing: what Bayern Munich are doing good is when they come second half, they score 2 goals in 5 minutes. 2 goals in 5 minutes, and Barcelona is done. They they go to Camp Nou, they score again. The same thing happened. You see, Bayern Munich they don't have. For me, people say Upamecano is a good defender. Yeah, he's a good
He
defender, but he never came up
shouldn't in
against
the
that.
first
He
place.
never came up against
He's not
the
a good
against
defender.
De Bruyne.
He was responsible for
People
half
say
Man
that.
City's goals.
I told you. I told you. People.
Upamecano.
I told people. You see, every time when I talk to Bayern fan, they say, "Oh, he's the best in the world." No, he's not. Okay, no, he's not. Remember Dembele was all over him. Okay, all over him. He should get a penalty that day. He doesn't defend
Haaland
well
had him on
when
toast.
speedy
So had
players.
Grealish. Haaland and Grealish had him on strings in
That's
the
what I'm
end. Yeah.
saying.
Upamecano's
Yeah,
not in the first
Sofia
place. He
thinks.
needs to redeem himself because that was not it.
Sophia thinks. Sophia thinks Bayern Munich are coming. Nah, 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 nah,
I'm
nah. They're not. That's gonna happen.
just remember that I
No,
told you
Shall I tell you
so.
something?
Hey,
Shall I tell you something?
yep,
Shall I tell you something?
go ahead.
When both Ibrahim Konate and Upamecano went to Liverpool and Bayern Munich respectively, I said a lot of Bayern fans laughed at me for saying this.
Hmm.
I said Liverpool have taken the better defender,
Yeah, I've
and
been hearing
Bayern
people
fans
be
were
saying
acting
it.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you're just a snobby Premier League fan and all that.
Okay.
nah. You were right because here's the thing. Kunat
Yep.
came from Monaco, right? From Leipzig, right?
I
Yeah,
believe it
They
was.
both
Yep.
did.
Konate.
They both did.
Both.
Both of
I
them
mean,
Yeah,
from.
from
Konate
Leipzig,
is a
right?
better
Uh,
defender than
w-
Yeah.
uh, uh,
Upamecano.
better defender. I saw them that year when they beat I think Dortmund Dortmund. He was exceptional. He was oh my god! I say like he was linked to come to United, and then United doesn't do deals well. He goes to Liverpool.
Doesn't go.
I think he's a better defender. He can read the game better than Upamecano. Upamecano is rush player. He goes in like rush.
Yeah. He
He
dives in.
has
He dives in. He's
yeah
very.
So
He
yeah he
dives
does
basically,
yeah.
you're calling him a bozo.
Oh, That's not my words, but
Upam,
he acted
No,
like
I'm
a
talking
ghost
to
Upamecano.
in
JP.
first leg. But hey,
I'm
know.
talking to I'm
Yeah,
talking to JP.
He
yeah,
has a
yeah,
rookie
yeah.
card.
Upamecano.
When you have sorry, JP. When you have like a defender, a central defender, yeah, you need sometimes for them to stay cool under pressure because if you dive in, if you
Yeah,
give away and free kicks on the edge of the box, and
Yep.
someone like him, he just dives in. He's he needs to calm himself down a little bit. Whereas Kanate is a bit more physical with it, yeah, but he won't dive in. And if he does dive in,
even
he
that.
make himself look, just
Yeah,
gets
yeah. That's the thing. Every time you watch Bundesliga highlight or something, if Bayern made a mistake or give a penalty, the only person who gives a penalty is Upamecano or Pavard.
Hey,
Two of them always them.
wow.
But if
Didn't
they give penalty,
didn't didn't what's his name? Paolo
delete.
Maldini once say, if I have to dive, I've already made the error.
Ooh, somebody better put
Wow.
that on the shirt. Come on now.
Did he not
Hey,
once say that?
I'm thinking of getting that.
maybe. I don't know. I gotta search that. But guys, we gotta wrap it up. It's been a nice show. Thank you also so much for being a part of this Champions League call-in show for the games today. Hopefully tomorrow will be some more exciting games and whatnot. And mark my words, like I said, I think Bayern might do something tomorrow, people. You never know. Big up to Nipun, JP, Bass.
Big up, big up.
Thank you for all of you guys to for being here, and with JPT who was here earlier, and TJ Warren, big up. And to those of you who sent the super chats, thank you to Osam, Jarvis, TJ Warren, Ben, Baka Radio, to Bashash family, which is actually my father's account, but big up, thank you, Dad. And yeah, so I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. I will be back tomorrow for yet another Champions League calling show, like I said, for the other games. And also, before that, I will be doing a Sevilla versus Man United match preview. So I'll be having some Man United, what should I say, guest on that. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully, we'll go through. But we'll talk anything Man United. We'll do that in that match preview. But yeah, guys, have a lovely night, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll be back tomorrow. Big up.
Okay.
Peace
Big up,
out.
bye.
Bye
Peace out.
bye. Goodbye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.